The feeling of seeing the stock go up 10x and holding on to it, not gonna lie, makes you feel like a god. So ladies and gentlemen, today we will find 6 high growth stocks that I would accumulate through every fall. First up is Quantum Papers. Now I'm not a fan of the paper industry, in a digital world at least, but this company is doing something truly brilliant. They only manufacture on order, which means their inventory rarely lasts more than 3 days, and their clients are the likes of Cambridge and Oxford University. The best part though is that they manufacture more agro-based paper than wood-based, which makes them open for ESG funds. On top of all that, they're trading at a discount to the likes of JK Paper in terms of their earnings to market cap and sales to market cap. It's a deal that feels like a steal. Next we have Knowledge Marine Engineering Works, and they work in the maintenance of marine crafts and dredging. It's a very boring business. And you know what I say about boring businesses, right? Boring makes money. They work with port authorities across the country, and with India's renewed interest along its coastline, it's only a matter of time before their orders start flowing. Best part is they have very little competition. The stock is a little expensive at the moment, so I would wait. It does take patience to build a strong portfolio. It's going to have a bad period sometime over the next few quarters, and that's when I'm going to go in, shut my ears to the noise, and just buy. Next we have Acumen's Drugs, and there is a lot of chatter that this company has developed a drug for diabetes that is much cheaper than any alternative in the market. They're also looking to export these same drugs to Africa and beyond. Now I cannot confirm this news, I don't even remember where I read it, so please do your own research before investing in this company, but I think it's worth a small risk, maybe 0.5% of my portfolio. And if nothing else, they are the largest CDMO player in the Indian market, so it's not like I'm going into a penny stock, right? I'm trying to find multi-baggers, it's going to be risky. I'm okay with it because if you saw this video, you would know that I only invest about 20% of my portfolio in high-risk stocks. Next we have Advait Energy, and this is the perfect play for solar and green hydrogen. It has the potential to become one of the biggest players in green hydrogen, so if nothing else, an Adani or an Ambani might just come in and buy this company. And good luck buying that stock then, because it's just gonna go circuit to circuit then, isn't it? Add to that, this also works at energy storage, and as anyone and their grandma already knows, India's main issue in power right now is storage and transmission. It's not energy generation. And in solar energy, storage is an even bigger problem than it is in thermal energy. Add to that, Advait is a very well diversified company, so if it has products in power transmission also as a part of their portfolio, that only adds to my thesis of buying into the company. They're also a major player in making optical ground wires globally. And as an impetus for growth, they plan to have an installed capacity of 1 gigawatt of battery energy storage over the next 5 years. If I want to play the green energy space through a direct power generation company, then this would be my first pick. Finally, they have Inox India, another play from the green energy sector, but this time for green hydrogen. This company has a patent in collaboration with ISRO for a cryogenic module that can be used to transport liquid hydrogen. That's a lot of hoo-ha, but what matters is, in green hydrogen, transport is the riskiest part of energy generation, and Inox India has an absolute monopoly on it through a patent. Which might be why FIs are increasing their stakes in it, and Goldman Sachs is the flagship investor. At the same time, the promoters are holding the maximum allowed stock. They haven't sold a single share in this downfall. As I always say, this is a deal that feels like a steal. Finally, we have Aarti Industries, and this is a huge company that has just seen the worst of times recently. China-related dumping hurt their export business, and at the same time, raw material costs hurt their margins. So basically, a very bad time. But isn't this the best time to invest in good companies? Because it has a bad time going for it. It is not a bad company. It's a brilliant, consistent compounder that has been around since before the great financial crisis. So some geopolitical disruptions and margin pressure isn't going to take the company down. It's another boring company, and as I always say, boring makes money.